Good morning, gamers. Welcome back to some more Factorio. As you can see, I've been playing on the music map. That video is coming out soon. I swear by it. I've gotten a lot of stuff prepared for that music tutorial. But you know, let's not focus on that too much. Let's get back into the YouTube world. So one thing I did. So let's take a look. So I mean, we're back here. We're back. It's a new year. It's the same me. But there's more content. So you know, while we're in this new year, let's make sure we know what's going on in this world, because it's been nearly a year since I've done any of this. So we see everything is trying to get we're trying to get red belts. 420 missing. Noise. And we're making these puppies as fast as we can. So, you know, we'll let that keep going. We're not too worried. We'll just let it evolve over time. You know, eventually maybe, you know, we'll want a second one of these, yada yada, all that cool stuff. But until then, it's going. I do one thing here. So in my music production video that I'm making, I give a little explainer into wires, and I realized that these wires can be made simpler. So before I had like a wire from the RoboPort to a decider to here. But now I can just have the condition right here. So if we have less than 10 logistic spots, you know, make them. If we have less than 10 construction robots, we make them. It's all peachy. We're at capacity. We don't need no more. Now, speaking of bots, someone had commented saying that the construction bots in my armor are their own thing. But that does not appear to be the case. It's allow construction bots to work from your inventory. So I have 10 bots in my inventory, robot limit 10. I'm pretty sure this is the correct way to do it. I couldn't left click or right click on that bad boy to see anything extra. So, you know, maybe I'm a fool, maybe I'm wrong, but you know, this is where we're at for now. Nuclear reactors are going well. We have our steam tanks, which I was actually thinking about making these. So it's very cool to see that we do in fact have them. So we have some power on reserve in case we ever need it. We're getting a lot of this of the light green boys. Let's see, this hasn't been fully saturated yet. Oh, speaking of, can't believe we witnessed it. Oh, and this one goes to feed the beast. I also turned this into a requester chest just to make sure that we never have shortages on iron. And that was about it for my off-camera stuff. So now, on camera, you know, it's about frickin' time we get to being able to beat the game. So, in terms of mats, in terms of raw materials, like, we have plenty. We are saturated in iron, we're saturated in copper. And we are generating purple science, and as you can see, we have an excess of purple science. I'm not sure of the exact numbers, but if we, yeah, see, so we are beelining it. So we need like 60, so like so what is this? 60 times 1, 2, 3. That's 180. We need 180 purple science. That's it. So, you know, we have that. What's really hurting is, of course, per usual, our blue science. So, what we are going to do is we are going to try and expand this operation. Now, my first instinct was always, you know, let's do more circuits, but circuits were actually plenty good on. It seems that red circuits are yet again our bottleneck. So, what I think we can do is let's try something like this. We're gonna get a little kooky here. We're gonna see how this works. We're gonna go and we're gonna copy, you know, let's say this, and what was it? H. That appears to vertically flip it. F. We are horizontally flipped. Now it's not going to work. Okay, so I have to make sure I'm not copying the power poles. I just want more. I want more red circuits by any means necessary, effectively. So I think if we do something like this, You know, let's keep them aligned. Someone like that. So eventually my robots will take care of this. I mean, I should have absolutely everything I need. So, you know, robots step on it. I love the random splitters I have everywhere. Let's see, this is... I have a... We'll need to switch these to just go... Get rid of this, get rid of this. We'll have this go down. So this will be our output. And then this will be going down. This is an input. Oh, so we do need plastic as well. Ah. How could I forget? How could I be so dang silly? You know what I'll do? Here's what I'll do. I'll get even weirder with it as we do out here. So yeah, and looking at this, it, you know, maybe if I would have taken more than like a quarter of a second to analyze our situation, I would have noticed that the bottleneck here is not the number of machines I have out here to produce. It's plastic. We don't have enough plastic, like, at all. So, you know, we'll let this rock. And let's go check out our plastic production. See how we can step this puppy up. Cause you know how the fluids go. Always backed up and doing something strange. So now what's the deal with you? You appear to be working at capacity. Why do I feel like this was, like, faster before? And now it's not. Like, wasn't this, like, just saturating a full belt before? I'm very confused. Yeah, hold on a second. I remember this being, like, way faster. Don't you guys? Whatever. Whatever, man. Alright, well, I guess, you know, I guess we'll just, let's do a little copy and paste action. Make some more chemical plants. Yeah, because I mean, right now we're just trying to fight bottlenecks. That's the name of the game here. I don't have power poles. Oh, you guys are trying to come from a distance. No, we do have power poles. They just don't. They don't reach. Yeah, let's connect you from right here. Sure, why not? And then let's have you turn like this and combine you with a splitter and connect some more power here. And what the heck? Nothing's getting powered, man. And ooh, we cannot we cannot get the power here. So let's do this. Like this. Dude. Does this work? Oh, priority. Right? Let's clean this up. And this still feels crazy slow. Like, are we low on power or something? Like, I have to look back at my videos. I remember before this thing was just like bop 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 bop. Maybe it's because they were yellow belts. Maybe they were yellow belts, and I was just used to that level of performance. That has to be it. Oh well. So now we got more plastic coming down. It's nearly reaching all the way around. Could do a little more to saturate it. I got some plastic in my inventory. Let's kickstart some of these bad boys. Okay, or just those two, you know. And now we got the reds. We got the reds coming up. And they're feeding the modules. Yellow science is fully backed up. You'll love to see it. Why could never our blue science be fully backed up? And now some of these guys are churning and yearning. Well, I guess all we can do is improve more plastic. So, you know, I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna do a little plastic action again. And yeah, and then we're gonna start thinking about how we go about ending the game. Because once we have these bad boys, all that's left is building the rocket silo. And then how do we feed it? How do we feed the rocket silo? There's so much we have to do. There's so much ahead of us, but it's okay. We'll take it a step at a time. Instead, while we are awaiting our improvements to come in, you know, let's take a moment. Let's not forget about the reason we're all here. Let's not forget about the gosh dang Packers, best team in the league. After that game I saw yesterday, you know, I'd be hard pressed to not believe it. You know, it's what the Packers do. It's what the Packers do, man. They make you think you're safe until the end of the season, and then they stomp the leaders of the NFC North, the Vikings, and we just have a good time with it. Okay, now I gotta chill on my Packer rants for a moment. I gotta make sure I actually know what I'm doing around this factory. So there we go. We have yet again increased our plastic production. Nothing ever seems to have enough power. Output priority right. Doesn't really do anything. Now look at this. Is that not the most efficient plastic setup you've ever seen? Now, something that was brought up in a previous video. Okay, there we go. Perfect. We're saturated in plastic. Something that was brought up in a previous video or some of my other videos is essentially the fact that like this bus is kind of the most insane thing ever. Like I have so much stuff being dragged along the end of it. I have some middle lanes of iron that never get touched. Like this whole design is a bit chaotic. And you can see the chaos expands further when I get something like this going, which is really eating up the rest of my materials. So you know, a previous me may want to dive in and start fixing all of this. But current me knows that we simply just need to power through. We are near the end, and all of these inefficiencies that have come our way can slowly be ignored. Although, speaking of inefficiencies, well, everything on here is inefficient. This is all the most inefficient thing I've ever seen. But I am seeing we're almost out of stone. We're very low on stone, so, you know, I hope we don't need stone for too much more. And spoiler alert, we will. Where is our nearest stone outpost? Right here. So, you know, maybe adventure time soon. Because now, you know, I've walked around and rambled, and I've tried to lock in and focus on things long enough. I think it's time for us to figure out what the true goal of this episode is. Let's sip up the coffee real quick. So it's a new year, and it's time for new ambitions. It's time for getting us to space. Look at all this junk, man. Anyways, stay focused. Focus time. So again, the primary issue appears to be blue science, although given our recently buffed science production, it looks like our blocker is no longer blue science. I mean, it's still not great, but this is fully fed. Are we low on copper stuff now? I must go back. Well, here. It's so supply is fine. Demand is what we need now. So let's make some landfill and see if we can extend out these puppies a little bit. Make let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll make 5. These need transport belts? That doesn't really make sense. I mean, depending on I mean, maybe like you think like internally, that's it. What in the world would those be doing with transport belts? What would they need them for? You know, I'm really trying to figure that one out. Now, just as I notice we are low on stone, I start requiring stone. So let us go to these. Actually, no, we're not going to go to the source. We're going to go to the tail. We're going to go to where. Well, actually, can we set up a logistics request? Satisfaction storage. We got some in storage that's automatically being brought to us. Gotta love the bots. And yeah, I think we'll just start sucking up some of these lines. Yoink. Very good, sir. And yeah, I mean, I guess at this point it's really just kind of like it's a waiting game until we unlock the rocket facility. Then we will see truly what this game demands of us for us to complete it. Because it will be a lot. And this is the point in. Again, I keep alluding to this infamous Switch playthrough, where essentially I got to this point, and like the production you need to launch the rocket is quite an impressive feat, and I brute forced it. I literally just set up the minimum viable production. God dang it. And just AFK'd effectively on my Switch until the deed was done, the job was complete. But we're gonna be a little more interesting than that. We're gonna try to at least get some hyper optimization going in here. And so speaking of hyper optimization, this is one of the issues with my lab design, is that because like things don't loop around. Effectively, look, we need blue science here, but it keeps getting passed on. So maybe that's how I should do it. If I know the science won't stockpile far enough. I don't know. I'm talking too much. There we go. So those will shuffle back. Could make it a loop. Our slow to produce science could run in a loop. I mean, because that's really the ideal. That's what some people do. So, I'm trying to look at this, because yeah, we're missing purples. We're missing some purples, man. We're getting hindered by our lack of purple science. So what if we go and we say, very cool, guys. So cool, in fact, I would like to see you do it again. And now we output priority right. So watch this. Now they loop around. Now they loop around until somebody can grab them. There we go. And this will make sure that everyone is fed and juicy. And it's perfect because our blue science is now stockpiling. It is officially purple science. That is our bottleneck. All right. Well, there's the goal for the episode, gang. One science down, one science to go. So, we all remember this beast. and the fact that my voice has a strong proclivity to crack for no reason. So it appears that steel is our bottleneck. Easy enough fix. Very easy fix. What we can do is... why don't we... we can take all of this and just flip it. Okay, I guess from here up we can take and we can flip. Flip it. Flip it. Alright, is this what we want? Okay, we gotta do that again, because I got confused. I got a bit confused. So let's grab these. Flip it. Grab you. Move you over a tad bit. Make sure you're still connected, everybody. Make sure you got power. Look at that. I'll just loop-de-loo. Be around here. And we're going to be short on furnaces, I'm assuming. I am just assuming we're going to be low on furnaces. So let's make some more of those. Now, what is sucking up all our steel? It shouldn't be the fact that we're trying to do this. But you know, in the meantime, let's just grab some and jumpstart our production. Now one, I think we need a few more. One, let's see. Ooh, we never got grabbers for you. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We're short 3. So we'll make those real quick. And now this didn't really increase our steel production all that much, but I'm hoping it's just enough to keep us kicking, you know? So I guess it is. So where's it all going? I mean, we just have like no output really. Let's see. Just randomly trying to like look at random things. All right, let's stay focused. Let's stay focused here. We have steel, so steel goes down here into engines. Okay, not that much. And then we have steel going into ammo, no longer being used. So now we follow steel. Just goes under. Steel's going to robot frames. That's fine. Steel's going to... oh yeah, low density structures. Steel, an obvious piece of that. Steel going down to... I mean, I guess this is just it. This is just what eats all of our steel. So, you know, let's help out a bit. Oh, frick. God dang it. What have I done? What have I done? We want you making these boys. And now I put all the steel back. You know, let's put some... oh, let's not change what these are making again. Let's do some of that. And you know, actually, what I was thinking is we can actually improve this, and that's not what I wanted to do. Actually, no, we can't improve that. I thought we could, but we can't. Well, what we could do, we could turn this into a whole just logistics setup, and really make things crafty again. But I don't know if that's gonna be worth the hassle here. But now I am seeing that this guy is literally just too slow. Can this guy grab a furnace when it comes around? Let's see. There we go. Yeah, it's these tight corners. These things can't actually grab, but that he can. Perfect. Low on steel. Come on. How much steel do I gotta give you for you to be happy? How much steel does it use each round? That's the question. 10. Well, that adds up. That explains a lot. Although hopefully this little jump start of production can do the trick for us, because, you know, now that I'm seeing this, despite how ugly this is, you know, it's inputs, you know, that are going to be the issue here. We don't make enough stuff to make purple science, or even if we had more purple science, we had it in like an extendable fashion, it wouldn't do the trick for us. So now we follow these bad boys around. Yeah, look at this. We're solely blocked by purple science. So, you know, while we're aware of that, let's make sure we drop some of the science off. Oh, we need way more. So now the question, the grand question is, do we just start? Let's see. So plastic, green circuits. Oh, the good question is, do we start creating additional zones for producing some of these materials? For example, it looks like train tracks. You know, you guys aren't going as good as you should be. We're out of rails. We need way more rails. We're low on steel. Of course, of course. Oh man, this is tricky. And what are we low on? Oh, we need lamps. Here, I'll make some lamps and I'll walk around. Oh, this is the tough part now. This is the tough part. What do I do to get us there? I think we're in a good enough position. But I know we're not. But I know we're actually not. We need more steel. So watch this. I'm gonna get crazy with it. Oh. Let's go this way. And let's go. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take all of this. Okay. We're zooming now. I'm starting to believe. Take all of this, and we are gonna rotate this. Look at that. Let's place it like right here. So now we're gonna have this running down. Let's see. How do we do this? We'll turn it right here. So that way, this guy. And we'll do it like that. And then something like this. Like that. Is that the meta? I think what we can do is we can extend this by 1. Let's see. Let's see if this works. It's a little crazy, but I think we're onto something here, gang. So we'll weave it under. That'll be that. That'll be an underground. That looks beautiful. That looks actually beautiful. And by beautiful, you know exactly what I mean. But I mean, look at it. It works. We're getting there. So now we just need, of course, more steel furnaces. And maybe, you know, some more wires might be tasteful in this scenario. And this should significantly increase our steel potential. Now, of course, we get to the scary thought of, oh, but do we have enough iron not even production, but throughput is the question here, because, you know, we clearly have enough iron to support this whole operation. I mean, look at this. But are these belts fast enough? Do we need to start researching even faster belts to allow us to expand this further? The answer scares me. Well, I don't think so. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Oh man, there's way too much to think about in this game. Makes me too nervous. Makes me too nervous. Huh. I'm really trying to think. Like, oh. Like, is this a sign? Is this a sign that, like, you know, we just need a steel mill? Because I have been talking about it for a bit, and we've seen our design already. We know what we want, and we know what we can do in terms of throughput. So do we just do this, but for iron instead? Is that something we do? It's got a very big footprint. I don't know where I'd put it. Oh, excuse me. That was a big sneeze. Holy moly. You know, I think, wait, you know, let's do this. Let's see if we were to copy this, where in the world we could put it. Wouldn't fit there. Would almost fit here. A little too big for right there. Gosh, where in the world can we put this bad boy? Did it like right here. That could work. That could work. Could just go right here. So here's what we'll do. We will divert the stone line. Divert the stone line. Get rid of all this. Oh, what's going on here? We won't need this. But we will want this iron right there. So that's actually kind of convenient. And now the calculations should work out perfectly. So I'm actually kind of stoked about this. I'm kind of pumped we ooh, sorry, a little sniffly. Pumped we decided to make this decision. Now we'll have to see, of course, if we can actually even produce the stuff we're trying to do. So let's grab this like so. Bring it down here. Does it just fit just perfectly right here? I think it does. How beautiful. Now, is this where I want it? Yes, yes it is. Perfect. All right. So now that that's there, we will have this connected up. And oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, you know, we're taking that for a screenshot or something. If only it was daytime. If only it was daytime. It'd be perfect. Do I have automatic power pole construction? I guess we'll find out. I wonder if I'm out of Roboport range. No, we're still in construction range. We're not in logistics range, though. So you know what? We will, while we're at it, we will, let's make sure we're all expanded. Now with this, now how do we reintegrate it with our current steel line? Well, here's what we'll do. It'll start with something like this. It'll start with a little bit of underground action. So does this reach? Do it like this. We'll make sure that's long enough. And we'll have another. Well, actually, you know, why can't I just go right there? So we're splitting into there. So we can bring it up. Can't do it there because of the splitter. So where can we? Well, these gears aren't being used, so let's just get rid of that. Maybe here? Maybe this is where we do it. Do something like go up here. And then yeah, and then it just integrates there. I think that kind of makes sense. You know, we'll have to wire it up. Okay, yeah, so I guess there's a few things to wire up. First, let's make sure that we connect to the power grid. And now we just need to make a bunch of electric furnaces. So let's just hammer away a bunch of those. Let's make sure that you are connected to the power grid. And what we'll do here is, you know, we'll bring it a little closer. We'll bring it a little closer. Yuck, 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 yuck. Come on, right there. That's what we're talking about, baby. Okay. So now, I mean, now we've really ramped up the steel production. We are Steely Dan and the boys. Let's make sure that you are actually an undergrounder. There we go. So now we've ramped up steel production, and we're just gonna keep on making furnaces until we're fully saturated. And there we go. That's you know, these episodes are getting a little repetitive. You know, I don't want to. We had saturated in iron, saturated in copper. Now we just saturated in steel. I mean, it's true. It is true. And yeah, so I guess I just gotta keep on waiting for my bots to bring me everything I need. And then we start making more of these. I really wonder if turning purple science into a logistics setup is going to help us. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Oh, we're low on stone. Low on stone. How could I forget? That's actually might be an issue for us soon. Maybe we don't turn it into a logistics setup. I think we're running at an appropriate speed. Let us drop off some steel. You use a lot of freaking steel, man. But I need you to make steel. I gotta hang out by my steel generator. Oh, and we're sucking up the plastic. Ugh. The trials and tribulations, they never end. Now, I wonder why are we sucking up plastic? I wonder if the sulfuric acid train made a lap. That's my curious. And what are we low on? We're missing lamps. We need, you know what we're gonna do? Just to fix this, we're gonna set up some lamp production. Just so they stop bugging me about it. So let's go. Let's grab you. Bring you over. We want lamps. We need you and you. Let's stop at 2 stacks. And did I not make a blue chest? No. There we go. It's got the right requests. Let's add some more concrete. So you know we really care about aesthetics here. We go out one further. Nice. And we don't actually need wood in here, so we'll do that. And I definitely need to filter coal. I do not want... Let's have max of a stack on me. The rest, like, I don't really need for much. And there we go. And like, screw it. Let's just set up logistics for electric furnaces. Like, why not? We're doing all this stuff with the steel. Why not just do it? There we go. Just so I don't have to keep manually doing it, because we have all the pieces. We have all the pieces we need. We just need them to come together. And you. And then, realistically, I don't ever want any assemblers on me. Let's keep that at 0. God, I love this. I love this so much. Go, robots, go. What's the status of my network? Yeah, we're doing great out here, gang. Oh, look at this. Now we are consuming some iron. Now we are sucking down some iron. Oh, I love it. So we may need more balancers. See, I think here a little just like random splitters together. Really just make sure we're shuffling down a full belt over there. This is definitely not the correct way to do things, but it's the way we're going to do things. Now we're slowly advancing this. Ooh, I gotta make sure I'm not making too many furnaces. Stop it! Stop it, no! Oh, look at this setup. Oh yeah, and also I don't know if this was in the previous episode, but I added more things here, so that the bots can charge up faster and move around. Yeah, we only need like 2 stacks for now. Maybe in the future we'll want more. But alright, very nice, very nice. Now we are still slightly hindered by the perp. And we are like making no stone. And we're making no plastic. What in the world? Oh, this game is too stressful. I just wanna beat it. I just wanna beat the game. Okay, but the plastic actually doesn't matter. What is it? Food ingredient shortage? Yeah. Okay. Okay, we have too much lube. So we need to start eating up this again. And that should do the trick. Now we should be producing much more petroleum. Should take a minute to catch back up. God, this is so gross, man. This is, I mean, this is, if it isn't obvious yet, this is another thing that's slated for a heavy refactor as soon as we, you know, ever get around to it. But we're working at an okay speed, and this isn't our big bottleneck. Like, I mean, it was sad that plastic wasn't being produced, but what I'm really worried about is these bad boys over here are my perps. So you know what I'm gonna do? We are in fact gonna turn this into a logistics setup. I've been thinking about it too much, and it sounds too cool, if I'm being honest. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna get rid of all of this. We're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of this. And you're gonna see, this is either gonna be one of the coolest or the worst designs you've ever seen. So here's what we're doing, and then our red circuits are there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. And we're just gonna fill these puppies up. God dang it. I mean, you know, we'll limit these somewhat. Stack. Not a stack, a row, a stack, a double, a dabble. So we'll do that. So now we have this setup. So now what do we need? Well, first of all, we need some rails. So let us start with the rail construction, which we will go here. We will let's get some requesters prepared for us. So we'll have you be producing iron sticks. Where are they? So let's have a requester. Here we go. Iron sticks. Now, you know, make sure we got some power. Like that. Well, you know, I want to lay this out a bit more, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna have it feed into let's see, because actually, you know, if I want it like this, we gotta bring you down a notch, like this. Yeah, so we got that. We got that. Then we need 2 more requester chests. So let's see. Then we'll need 2 more requester chests. Boop. Boop. Now you guys are making rails. So do that. And then you guys can output into some buffer or passive provider chests. And now look, that's a nifty little array. Now look at that. We are just hyper producing rails now. Beautiful. And this is gonna be a long-term fun thing. So now So we got that figured out. Now we need electric furnaces. So let us just grab one of these. Set you to electric furnaces. And it's, I mean, honestly, it feels unfair. Almost. It almost feels unfair playing the game like this. But, you know, we've worked our way to be able to do this. So I don't feel bad. Passive provider. There you are. So now it's making everything it needs, and then what's the last thing? Speed modules. Yeah. So now here we this is where we get to cheat the system. So look at this. So we're gonna have the same type of deal where we have we'll have our supplies run down. So we'll have them run down like this, and we'll need 2 rows. So this row will for sure be, we will have some requester chests. Let's get a couple more. And we will have them request rails. So now these are constantly just juicing some rails onto our track. And then we'll have you just juicing them in. Gimme, 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 gimme. This. Okay, there we go. Now, what we will do is we will have like this. So another requester chest, and this will request. What will we request? We will request electronic furnaces. 50, sure, why not? We'll have you output there. And now, one more requester chest. We will have you output there, and we want you to have productivity modules. Yes, please. And do that like that. And now, if I'm not crazy... Oh, well, I guess we also need to make sure we have some inserters. That would definitely help our cause. Now, why are you... Okay, there we go. We do have some on the way. All right, now there we go. There we go. It's a logistic science setup. Well, it's a productivity science setup done logistically, which is exactly what we wanted. Now we are low on. We're low on stone and stone type products, which is the scary thing. Which means that given we are nearing the end of this episode, it appears we may have a new task on the docket for next episode. Although until then, you know, we will try to at least get everything we can out of our native patches here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do... Oh, is that gonna start getting copper though? We go there. Go there. That all overlaps. let's not. Well, actually, no, we can forget about that. Hold on a second. I'm going crazy. Also, excuse me. Holy moly. Trying my hardest to turn away from the microphone, but I'm still seeing these levels go crazy on the recording software. There's no escaping the sneezes. So let us real quick just make sure this gets fed, and also that we're effectively balanced. I'm not too worried. I think this looks good. Let's clean up some of our inventory. So stone isn't bad, because, you know, I was gonna go on my little rant about saying, you know, well, I guess we know what next episode's gonna be. We're gonna have to go and set up a stone train depot type deal, but no, we will not have to. Hopefully will not have to. But hey, look at that! Oh my goodness, we finished everything. We have reached. What is this? We can use nuclear fuel to create more uranium and then do stuff with that. Kind of lame. Don't care. We're not gonna be doing that anytime soon. But look at that. We have plenty of iron. Now, it truly is. It is stone and stone type materials that are our biggest scare here, really. But even given that potential scare, it does appear we are actually producing above capacity. So look at that. I mean, it's really beautiful that when you just, like, you know, set things up like correctly, and have some logic and organization to your projects, they go better. What? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, except for the part where it makes perfect sense. So let us add one more roboport right there. Gotta make sure we're always connected. Yeah, who's in charge of deleting this tree? There you go. About dang time. There we go. Look at that. We had a half decent science production here. All because, you know, we just get logistical and we get it done. Okay. So, we've dilly-dallied long enough. You know, stone, unfortunately, I believe stone is going to be an issue for us. So we are going to be once again training it up next episode. So, you know, let's preemptively make a bunch of train tracks just to prepare ourselves. But yeah, that was a fun. It was a little chaotic. You know, let's clean this up. We don't need this disgusting array anymore. We've outgrown all this. It was a little bit of a chaotic episode, you know, start of the year, always a little messy, always a little kooky, a little crazy. But I hope you enjoyed it. Nevertheless, you know, we did get a decent bit of stuff done. We researched a lot of science. We improved our steel, you know, and we're seeing where our bottlenecks truly lie. And that appears to be in stone to get this purple science churning. So, you know, thank y'all for watching. And next episode we will acquire some stone. You know, maybe start off with a little time lapse action. Also, why do I suddenly have more vision over here? Oh my goodness! I'm also realizing that our pollution is spreading very far over here, and we will need to do something about that very soon. So yeah, so it looks like we have some tasks for next episode. And yeah. You know, I guess thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.